Hi there, Courtney Murphy, Denver Metro Realtor here to give you your August 2025 Denver real estate market update. And as the title of this video says, what I noticed when I was looking at the numbers this month was that condo prices in the Denver area, actually attached homes, condos and townhomes, have really taken a hit with year over year prices. So we'll see that. We're going to go ahead and jump into the numbers here, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So the median sales price at the end of July, or in July, I know we're in August, but we're looking at July numbers. We'll have August numbers next month. But the median sales price in the Denver area came in at $590,000. This was down 3.28% from the prior month, which makes sense as we're moving towards the end of the summer. In fact, most of the schools have started this earlier this week in the Denver area. So usually that, we see some changes in real estate when all the kids are going back to school. So like I said, down 3.28% from prior month, down 1.67% from July of last year. So we are seeing some year over year decreases in home prices right now. I'm going to break that number down because the number I gave you included both detached and attached homes. So the median sales price for a detached single-family home in the Denver area in July came in at $650,000. This was down from last July by just 0.67%. So now we're going to take a look at the attached homes, condos and townhomes, and this is where I saw this big drop from last year. The median sales price for an attached home in the Denver area in July came in at $390,000. This was down 6.02% from July of last year. So whether you're in the market selling a condo, townhome, or in the market buying, keep that in mind that prices have actually dropped in this area. So that's the news of the month, or at least my big news for what I got for you this month. But let's continue into these numbers. I saw a lot of red in the report this month, and very little green, unless it came to like days on the market increasing or inventory from last year increasing, but lots of red. All right. We finished out July with 13,995 homes on the market in the Denver area. This was very little change from the prior month, just 0.09% change in inventory from June, up 32.23% from July of 2024. We had 3,661 homes sell in the Denver area in July. This was down 11.31% from the prior month, which no surprise there as we move in through the summer, and down 6.84% from July of 2024. Median days on the market right now is 24 days. Again, here's where I saw that green number, up 33.33% from the prior month and up 50% from last July. So homes are just taking longer to sell. All right. So in the reports that I get every month, not only do I get numbers, but I also get little tidbits of interesting information. And one of those little tidbits this month was that in June, Denver led the nation in price reductions. So what does this mean? Does it mean that the Denver market is having issues? Well, we're certainly not the market that is experiencing like the most decline or anything like that. But what it does say is that Denver sellers are overpricing their homes. And I have been saying this for like, I don't know, like the last 8, 9, 10 months. I see it all the time, and not just little, like, just a little tiny bit, but I've seen sellers just way overpricing their homes. And in a lot of instances, they bought their home in the high of the market and like the spring of 2022. And then they're putting their house on the market now and they've marked it up like 20%. And that's just completely not realistic. So, not only are they overpricing, but sometimes underpreparing. In this market, you got to be realistic about where we are sitting. Look at the comps. Prepare your home. This isn't the days of 2021, 2022, where you can throw anything on the market and price it wherever and you're guaranteed to sell. Right now, you got to be strategic. Buyers are being much more thoughtful in where they're putting offers, and they know that they hold more cards. So, I mean, are we in a buyer's market? No, that's not the case, but we're also, I mean, technically in the numbers, we're in a slight seller's market, but Denver is actually being rated as a balanced market right now. It may not feel that way if you're trying to sell a home. However, compared to a longer history, not just recent past, we are technically more in a balanced market right now with, buyers' homes are still selling at a relatively quick pace, but buyers have more choices and they're not just throwing offers out there and they're expecting a little bit more and a lot of times coming in under list price and expecting maybe a little bit more when the inspection comes along as well. So common advice that you probably hear me say all the time, price your home right out of the gate and prepare, paint, clean like crazy, have your house ready, set the atmosphere. I just recently sold my house and I spent a good number of months getting my house ready, painting. I had cabinets painted. I actually redid a bathroom, my primary bathroom. You don't have to go that far, but it does make a difference in creating the atmosphere. I actually thought about what kind of music I'm going to have playing when people come in, turn on every single light, open up the windows or the blinds, let the light in, make your home look as good as possible and make it a place that people want to be. All right. If you're buying a home, like I said, you have more choices. You have a little bit more leverage in this market. And if you want to get a better interest rate, this is another thing that I preach all the time. Man, oh man, look at new built homes. Most of the builders are offering some awesome interest rate incentives. I've seen fixed 30-year rates in the 4s, ARMs in the 3s. Most of the builders are sitting on a good amount of inventory right now. And so there are deals to be made. And of course, if you're shopping for a new built home, give me a ring. One of my specialties is new built home sales, and I can help you negotiate on the price, help you out with the closing cost credit, and just kind of walk with you through the process and answer any of your questions. So, all right, that's what I got for you in August. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my market updates. And of course, you'll want to see my home tours. I try to post a home tour every single week, so helps you shop from the comfort of your living room. All right, have a super day and enjoy the end of our summer months. All right, we'll see you soon.